Hi Aquarius, this will be your reading for December, and I always use the Rider-Waite deck, and the bottom of the deck was Two of Cups, so that's really good. And the messages I got were, of course this is a partnership card, right? But I got love, of course, love, compassion, support. For some people, it will be reconciliation, marriage, health, for the good of the family back here in the home, working things out, offering love and help, supporting one another through maybe difficulties. And you may be at a distance from the home. It could be at Christmas time, since Christmas is coming up. But I kind of got the feeling that at least one person is in the hospital. So, and I think it's the female. But I feel like it will all end okay. So don't worry, if one of you is in the hospital. I think it'll all work out okay. But I see it as, being compatible, happy, balanced, respecting one another, and also proposals. So somebody could be making a proposal to someone else too, okay? But anyway, I just see it as being really good. Really positive, calm. I see it as just being calm and working together, just really good. Even though there might be some difficulties, right? Or even though maybe someone's in the hospital. I'm not sure. But I think that would only be for one person. So, just take it as it resonates. And then the second card I got was the King of Pentacles. And of course, this is really a good card too, because it's security, right? You want security. And I see this as actually the male figure out of these two. So I feel like he's really good at finances. Or it could just be a male, it could be a single mom that's trying to be mom and dad. So for maybe one or two of you, it could be that. But I felt like it was prominent that it was a male figure here, and he's really good with finances. He's successful, and he has the home life again back here in his mind, He's doing it for the home. Just like in this card, they're working it out for the home in the background here. The home is right there. So you can see if you get anything else out of this while I'm reading. I see it as creature comforts, thriving. I feel like this guy's super intelligent. I feel like he's inventive and he's creative with how to make money and that sort of thing. And he just knows how to handle money really well. Really well. So this guy knows what he's doing. Let's see if I can get anything else. He might be a little stubborn, or he could be a Taurus. But this guy knows what he's doing. So he has a right to be stubborn, I feel like, But this little sash thing across his heart, I think goes back to this one lady who might be in the hospital. So his heart is bound or tied to this woman, and he has concern for the woman and the household, and possibly the health situation that's happening. I mean, it could be good health for some people, but I think for sure, one in particular, the woman is in the hospital right now. So you can let me know in the comments if you resonate with that. And then I picked Doreen Virtual Crystal Angels. I don't read these prior because I like to kind of be surprised with you, you know. So I picked Angelite. It's a beautiful card, a lot of pink, which I think, you know, I associate with the heart chakra, although I know the heart chakra is green. And there is some, you know, kind of greenish blue here. But I always think of pink with being the heart. And it says, spiritual or religious community. Join with like-minded people for friendship and increased spiritual growth. But I'm going to go ahead and read it out of the book for you. I don't usually do this. But just for some extra clarity, especially for the one that might be in the hospital right now. Have you been feeling lonely? This card comes to you as guidance to connect with like-minded people in a spiritual setting. So you might want to think about going to church or watching podcasts that you resonate with, or you know, that sort of thing. Or you know, or doing any kind of like ceremony, like ayahuasca ceremony, or just anything spiritual, just anything spiritual. It's wide open. Perhaps you've received the inner call to attend church or temple, or to find, I lost my place, sorry, or to find a spiritual group aligned with your beliefs. This card confirms that this is a true divine guidance and encourages you to take the needed action steps. Wow, well, see, there you go. So yeah, I would get involved, even if you're just on a podcast or something, at like a live podcast where you can message everybody. You know, it goes, you know how it goes on a podcast, live one. And you can talk to one another, so that might be helpful. You know, they'll have a subject and people on to talk and everything, but you can make I've made really good connections with people just messaging back and forth while the podcast was going on. So it's really helpful. You have been receiving guidance about your spiritual path, including intuitive ideas about which communal settings would provide support and friendship. Spiritual groups are also powerful because of the energy of joined prayer, which lifts everyone up. In these contexts, you're likely to receive healing insights and visions. Oh, wow. Well, that would be good. Making friends with people who share your spiritual beliefs offers you a feeling of safety where you can easily be yourself in social settings. Studies also show that having a spiritual community is correlated with increased health and longevity. Look at that. Health up here and longevity. Now it's time for you to take the next step and attend the spiritual meetings as you are guided. It's time to take the next step. Well, pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to ideas that come to you, or what suggestions from friends or family. Because there's definitely a group that you're supposed to be, you know, like attending or watching, or, you know, messaging with, you know, like I was just talking about. I don't know. But anyway, that's a direct message. So now it's the time for you to take the next step and attend the spiritual meetings as you are guided. You might be guided to do an ayahuasca ceremony, or you might be guided to attend a certain church, or something like that, you know. But yeah, definitely go for it. So about Angelite, this robin's egg blue stone, also known as anhydrite, is formed from dehydrated gypsum, and the stone can dissolve in water. So be careful if you get one that you don't rinse it underwater. This crystal is known for its calming influence as well as its connection to the throat chakra, the body's energy center related to your voice, and divine communication with God and the angels. Angelite can leave you feeling spacey and ungrounded, so it may be a stone reserved for times of quiet contemplation or like meditation or something like that, you know. And it might really be good, you know, for someone who's in the hospital. So, yeah, that's really good. You want to see this again? And because you can pause the video and just meditate on this card, or you could look up Angelite, or you could do both. You know, like Google picture of Angelite, and then you could see what the real stone looks like, because I don't have one. And then you could meditate on that, or, you know, or like pray with your partner with the Angelite sitting between you, or someone holding it, or something like that. I think that would be very beneficial. So, and then I picked a yes and no out of the yes, no, when, and how deck. So, it says, yes, fortune is on your side. Oh, awesome. An unprecedented rise in vitality awaits you. A second wind brings a phenomenal opportunity for conquering those impossible peaks. There will be a streak of positivity within your day-to-day life. Get ready for everything to turn out incredibly easy and joyful. That's amazing. That is amazing, and maybe good news for this person that's in the hospital. That's wonderful. It says, in 2 to 6 months, a brilliant idea out of the clear blue sky resolves the situation. As usual, this releases a flood of amazing experiences. You will be gifted with an unparalleled sense of universal support. It's how brilliant ideas seem to come from nowhere in the first place. It's how brilliant ideas seem to come from nowhere in the first place. And this guy, he's very creative and has good ideas and things. So, yeah, and it says in 2 to 6 months, a brilliant idea out of the clear blue sky resolves the situation. As usual, this releases a flood of amazing experiences. You will be gifted an unparalleled sense of universal support. It's how brilliant ideas seem to come from nowhere in the first place. Well, how good is that, right? Wow, that's amazing. That's really amazing. You want me to read this one again? Fortune is on your side. An unprecedented rise in vitality awaits you. A second wind brings a phenomenal opportunity for conquering those impossible peaks. There will be a streak of positivity within your day-to-day life. Get ready for everything to turn out incredibly easy and joyful. So it's going to be easy, and it's going to be joyful. And it's going to be in 2 to 6 months. So I definitely feel like it has to do with your finances, right? And it's an opportunity out of the blue. An opportunity out of the blue. So it's not something you're thinking about right now. Wow, an opportunity out of the blue. Well, anyway, I think it has to do with what you're praying for right now. You know, like pray, ask the angels for help, ask, you know, decide on what you want out of life, how you want it to be, and ask the angels, ask your guide, ask Mother Mary, Jesus, you know, whoever, and maybe all of them, the archangels. I call on everybody when I have a problem, a big problem, or if I'm wanting to move from one house to another house or one state to another state, I call them all. I call everybody in the whole army. I call them my army of support. And they will start working it around, in your favor. And they'll come up with that opportunity out of the blue. So, I mean, that's how that happens. Is you pray, you decide what you want, you pray about it, you ask the universe to help you, and the universe starts, rearranging opportunities and people in your life to get where you want to be, right? You want to be like in the eye of the storm. But the universe has to move everything around to open up the opportunities for you. So yeah, definitely be watching for that in 2 to 6 months. So I'm thinking like February, March, April, May, June, anywhere from, like January to June, I would say. Because this is still the 30th of November, but it's almost the 1st, so that's why I said February. But yeah, just be open for, that's important too, is to be open for the opportunity, and also be ready for the opportunity, because your whole life might change, it sounds like. All right, okay, it sounds fantastic. And Merry Christmas. Hope you have a wonderful Christmas and a good time and everything, and a good New Year. All right, and be careful on New Year's Eve. I'll be uploading some other videos. I don't know what I'll do. I might throw in another, card reading before the end of the month or something, but we'll just see how it goes. All right. Okay. Have a good one, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye-bye.